Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to Slice and Dice. So this is a cool little roguelike. I saw Northern Lion play it, geez, I don't know, a little over a year ago, I think? Late 2022. And I have kind of become addicted to it. It just received a big update, so I just reset all my progress, and we're gonna play a little bit of it and see how it goes. I'm just gonna go for a normal run. I guess the tutorial's active. That's fine. We'll leave it up. I'll explain things as I go. Mostly, I'm going to be thinking out loud as we do this, I think. But the game just got a huge update. So, like, the music, that's new. That's cool. There's probably like new enemies. I know there's a bunch of new heroes, like Lazy. I've never seen you before. I also can't help but notice that we have kind of a abnormal starting group of heroes. Okay, so we can re-roll our dice. We can click on our dice to lock them. We can look and see what anybody has. So there's enemies over here. They're attacking. We can click this to see. They're both attacking the buckle on the bottom here. He's going to take all of this damage and then 1 point of overkill damage. So if we were going to save him, we need to block at least 2 damage, which we can do. Ta-da, done. Reroll dice. We are going to reroll. This has got to be Lazy's dice, right? Yeah. So what do we have here? So we have a defender who's a shieldy boy, a buckle who's also a shieldy boy. Oh, that's a cool effect. Okay, pristine. So like that would be really good if we re-roll his dice and end up with that, that'd be sweet. But there's also a good chance we just don't get more shielding, and then our buckle dies. We have a thief who's got a couple of stabbies and a shooty boy, and then lots of blanks. The X's are blanks. Lazy is mostly blank, but maybe he'll do something. Fighter is mostly a stabby boy, but he has shields, so that's good. Over here on this side, we have a boar who has a special effect there, and a goblin who has a special effect. Most enemies have some special effect. So let's spend one of our 2 rerolls like the tutorial wants me to, and we'll reroll these 3 dice. Yeah. More shielding is good, more damage is good. Lazy, can we get you to do anything, please? Yes! Hell yeah. Okay, so we can look at the enemies also. They also have dice. Dice are kind of an important part of the game, as you'll see as we're playing here. So the boar can just do a bunch of damage here, or he has the tusks, which will damage the top and bottom enemies specifically. Goblin does some damage. Geez, what is that, 4? That's kind of nasty. He also has Eliminate on 2 of his dice faces. So Eliminate will target whoever has the least HP. Which is interesting that the Eliminate's targeting the buckle, because the thief technically has the least HP. Huh. And then he has 2 tridents, which will cleave. They'll hit one person, then also cleave to either side. So we'll just not worry too much about that. You'll kind of pick it up as we go. Oh, and then the boar, I didn't even talk about this. His last HP has to be removed separately. So if we hit him for, 300 damage right now, we would still have to hit him one more time to kill him, which is kind of cool. And then the goblin will flee if it's the only one left. So if we can just kill the boar, the goblin just leaves, and then we're done. There's no like experience or anything. It's not like an RPG. It is truly just a roguelike. You'll see as we like level up and basically Pokemon evolve a bunch of our heroes here. So only one guy's getting hit, so it's easy to just put shields on him. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So we could almost kill this boar. Again, that one last HP is going to be annoying to deal with. So instead we could kill the goblin. There's no experience or rewards for killing things or letting them flee or anything like that. So truly, we just want to survive the fight. So you do damage, and you do damage. we'll talk about the undo button in a moment. I'm sure we're going to get a tutorial message for it. Reroll 2 dice only. Okay, that's weirdly specific, but sure. So any 1 damage will just end the fight immediately. So we'll humor the tutorial for now. Great, thanks. So another thing we can do, yeah, so it shows HP. It's pretty easy to figure out. Like the yellow means that's incoming damage. The red is your health. Poison we'll talk about when we see it. I'm sure we're going to see it at some point. So we can do stuff like this, and then let's say like, oh no, I attacked the goblin. Wait, this isn't going to work. The math is wrong. We have an undo button. So this is less of like a fighting combat like game. It's more like a puzzle game. I think that's a better way to view it. So, you know, think of it as like a chess, like, hey, can you get checkmate in a few moves? You know, those sorts of chess puzzles. Or like a card game, like, hey, you can do lethal damage to your opponent with what you have currently. You just gotta figure out, you gotta solve that. We don't necessarily know, like, you know, what we can do or not, but like, you know, we can work on the stuff here. So kill the boar, goblin runs away. Hero's fully healed between fights. Asterisk. We'll come back to the asterisk. If somebody dies, they don't fully heal. And so then we get a level up. And then we're just going to 20 fights. And then that's it. That's the run. We got to see if we can make it all the way through 20 fights. There's a boss every 4 fights, I believe. That'll be the skull there. And then inventory, we don't have any items or anything yet, but we will get items. So every time we finish a fight successfully, we get either a level up or an item. And they've tweaked how level ups work a little bit. Yeah, you can get a random level up. Oh, that's so cool. This is neat. There's some good stuff in here. So this guy on top can turn into a berserker who's a level 2 hero. Right now, fighter's a level 1. The levels don't... I guess I shouldn't say levels. It's more like tiers. So we can replace our tier 1 fighter with a tier 2 berserker. Doesn't necessarily have anything to do with, you know, the fact that he was a fighter earlier. Or we could replace our tier 1 lazy with a tier 2 brute. So we can look at their dice. We can see how much health they have. They'll each have 8 HP. I'm definitely going to take the brute. The brute is just better in my opinion. But looking at what this guy has. So he has a cleave attack. So it does 1 damage, but it hits 3 things in theory, or up to 3 things. These 2 big red swords are pain. So part of the whole berserker motif. He'll take the same amount of damage that he inflicts. So that's spooky, but that kind of feeds into this side right here, which does 3. But it will do double damage if he is on the brink of dying this turn. And for example, let's say everything's targeting him and he's going to die from that. He could do 6 damage. After that 6 damage, no longer be dying, and then like that's fine. You already did the 6 damage. It doesn't matter anymore. So cool little interactions like that. Berserker would be fine if we had a healer, but we don't. We have I guess this must just be like the new tutorial party or something. We'll see when we finish the run, which hopefully we do finish. So then the brute here has a couple of different sizes. So the sword and shield means that he does damage and then shields himself for the same amount of damage that he does. So that's cool. Help keep him alive. These axes are heavy, so he can only hit whoever has the most HP. So will not often be able to like finish enemies off with that. But then the swirl here is really nice. Stun an enemy with equal or less HP than the brute. So we're definitely going to take this guy. That stun is really handy. Yes, I'll do that. And here we go. So the enemies are going to do their thing. In very, like, Into the Breach, Slay the Spire sort of, you know, modern roguelike senses, we get to see what the enemies are going to do and use that information to inform our own turn. This is cool. I like the little targeting button. This is brand new also. And then this shows us what mode we're playing. Yeah, so we're doing a classic mode, normal difficulty run. That's cool. I like this. Things to talk about here. So the wolf, no special abilities, just does a lot of damage or does a swipe. This guy's doing the swipe, so the swipe will do 1 damage to each of these guys. We can see how they're taking the damage. The archer is annoying. He's in the back row. We cannot hit the back row unless we have a ranged attack or like a cleave. So if we could like cleave, you know, target the wolf and then cleave would hit the archer. You know, so like we have ways that we could do damage to him, but realistically the only thing we have right now is the thief. The thief's ranged attack could hit the archer and would kill him. So that'd be cool to get. I'm going to reroll for that, I guess. The brute's taking a bunch of damage, so having some shielding would be good. These guys kind of just don't do much damage, so the shielding is fine. Maybe we reroll a buckle and see if we can get that 4, the big shield there. And then definitely want to reroll the fighter. So we'll reroll these 3. All 2. So that's our first achievement. We got 2s on all sides that we rolled. Twisted bar. Set all sides to 2. That's a cool item. That's a cool early item. Probably less good later. So now here's part of the whole like tactical aspect of the game, right? So we're gonna keep this for sure. We only have 1 reroll, and whatever, like if we use our last reroll, whatever these end up on, that's what we're stuck with. So now we gotta like hedge our bets here. So we can do 4 damage. If we take this, then we can do 6. We could just like kill this wolf outright, or this one. I don't think it matters which one we kill. Nobody's at risk of dying or anything like that, so I think we do that. If we reroll and get a blank, that would be awful. We would kill no enemies. That would be bad. Because we're going to kill one of these, I'm not too worried about the remaining damage. So I'm going to try to reroll this guy, because getting 2 more damage or 4 shielding, either of those would be good. Hey. Yeah, I know. We've already seen this one. So we can just like tank all this damage. So we'll kill this wolf. So he's dead, so the damage is no longer happening. We don't have to worry about that. You are still going to take a little bit of damage, and you are still taking a bit of damage, and voila, none damage. Again, we're, you know, first run, normal difficulty. It's not going to be too bad. Like, some of the achievements, let's take a look at that while I'm thinking of it. If we go look at the unlocks. So as you just do achievements, every achievement unlocks something. So there's 133 things to unlock in the game, which is cool. And including like a bunch of heroes. So here are all the ones that are like currently unlocked. Ooh, what's this? Ah ha ha, banned on this current run. So, okay. We'll come back to that. Probably in like a follow-up video. So all the heroes that we have seen, but we haven't seen a second orange guy, so I don't know why there's a scoundrel there. Interesting. Here's what we've seen. Here's that are unlocked that we have not seen. You can see like pick rates for them eventually, and then the ones that are locked, they're locked behind an achievement. So complete any mode, this will unlock 5 heroes. Get any total 10. Let's try that again. Get any 10 total achievements. That's how words work, and we'll unlock 5 more heroes. Get 20 achievements. We'll unlock more heroes. Some of them are very specific. Chaos. Use a side with 4 or more keywords on it. That's gonna be a pain to get. What else do we got here? A side with 3 or more keywords. Do 30 achievements. 40 achievements. That's so many achievements. There's greens. Do any 50 achievements to unlock a new hero color. Are these all behind the 50? This is new. That's so cool. That's so cool. Monsters. So I guess these are like lower tier monsters, and then these are higher tier. Yeah, these are like bosses and mini bosses. These things are nasty. Yeah, so there are more... Ugh. There's more enemies that'll be unlocked. I don't want to go look at the bosses. I don't want to spoil that. There's more enemies that'll be unlocked as we do things, as we play the game and get achievements. So, you know, the game doesn't only get easier as you unlock more stuff. It also gets harder as you unlock like new enemies and things like that. Items, most of them are currently locked. Holy cow, 70 achievements? That's a lot. Have 3 petrified sides to your dice. Well, that'll not actually be all that difficult. Unlock 44 items, 63 items. That's so many items. There's tiers of items. I don't know how to get the like super high tier items. The 0 tiers are funny. Yeah, so there's tons and tons and tons of stuff to unlock. So what do we got here? Back to this. We'll take the damage. Like, we're not taking lethal or even close to lethal damage, so I kind of just want like as much damage as we could get. We could stun the wolf. I'd rather just kill the wolf. I'll take that because that might matter. Hey, monsters show their intentions and you get to respond. Yeah, just like I already said. Thanks, game. So we're gonna hit this guy. We're gonna shoot you in the back row. We're gonna hit you, and we're gonna do this again. Hooray! We did it. So we get an item. Okay, so items are very, very interesting. They don't universally modify your dice, but they mostly do. So just a tier 1 item, so these are not going to be amazing. And just like level ups, it's cool that this was added for level ups, but we can pick one of our 2 options, or we have like some sort of random thing. But the random thing is not always just a random of the same tier. Sometimes it's like get 2 randoms of, you know, half of whatever the tier is. So instead of like a 4 or a 4, we could maybe get like 2 2s. Maybe that's better, maybe that's worse, who knows. Some of the options will be like, you know, random plus or minus, so we could get like a random 0 or a random 2. So let's see what these do. Bone Charm. No HP penalty when you die. That would have been great for the Berserker that we didn't pick. That's interesting. I don't really like it, except that I know for a fact there are some hero unlocks. Oh, it might be red. I know that there's some heroes that you unlock for, or some achievements in general, I should say, that are have heroes die a lot. So have like 10 hero deaths or 50 hero deaths or something like that. The other thing, the whole reason I went on that weird achievement tangent is because it just shows you 5 random incomplete achievements whenever you do this. So get a victory. I think it shows you things that are like quote unquote close to being finished. I think those have a priority, but like complete new mode, we'll get 5 new heroes. Beat the boss at level 4 and we'll unlock 2 new hero colors. Okay, so we just had to beat the first boss to gain access to our 2 missing heroes. Win 15 total fights to get a new feature. Yeah, there's tons of like modes and stuff too. Man, there's so much cool stuff here. Hello, kitty cat. Please don't walk across the keyboard. Okay. So the seedling, replace the leftmost side of your dice with do 2 damage and then growth. So growth is, it'll do 1 extra damage. Get out of here. Get down. Sheesh, cat. It'll do 1 extra damage every time it gets used. Sorry, I just have a cat walking back and forth across the keyboard. I'm going to take the seedling probably, but let's look and see who would make most use of it. So like we could replace your 2 damage with 2 damage that maybe gets better. We're only going to have a 1 in 6 chance of seeing it on any given turn. On any given roll, I should say. I like the pristine. I like the big shield. The problem with that item, and this is a little bit like sort of meta game knowledge, I guess. Generally speaking, the leftmost die or the leftmost face on your die is like your best thing, like your strongest thing. And then middle is usually pretty good. Top and bottom are okay. And then like the further right you go, kind of the worse it is. So that's why a lot of people have like their blanks over on the right side. It's not universally true, but that's kind of a good rule of thumb. So this is an item, we could put it on any of our heroes and it would kind of replace like their best thing with this, 2 damage. Is that the best for us? Like maybe we'll get a hero with like a blank or something bad on the left side and we could replace it. Maybe, but it kind of like it doesn't really move the needle for us right now. And I know it's only tier 1, so who really cares? Let's just take something random. Hey, that's kind of interesting. The anchor. At the start of turn 1, you get 2 shielding, so it only does something on the very first turn. But you know what? That's something. Maybe we can keep our 4 HP thief alive. Oh, and then the other thing is everybody only gets 2 slots for an item, so everybody can only have at most 2 items. And the order you place the items can matter. We'll see if that ever comes up again. So what do we got? 2 rats, a boar, and an archer. We've seen the boar and the archer. Rats don't really have anything special. They just bite for a bit of damage. Easy peasy. The boar is probably the biggest threat. Oh yeah, I forgot we can order the dice like that. Excuse me. The archer is definitely the most annoying, so I wouldn't mind taking the archer out. You are going to take a bunch of damage, so if we kill the archer, you'll take 3 less damage. So 1, 2, 3. So we only need to block you for 2. We could save you and then, like, I don't know, save the buckle or something like that. For other damage, do we hit each of the rats down to 1? Do we just kill one of the rats outright, wasting 1 of the damage but preventing 2 from coming in? Yeah, there's a skull on the end button and like the giant red blinking, so indicators that someone's gonna die. Do we just hit the boar twice? I just want to kill the boar. Like the boar is the only thing that's actually scary here. So we'll kill the archer. Protect you guys, and then I'm just gonna hit the boar twice. Because we're still gonna have to hit it 2 more times to kill it. But we can just kill it in this turn, which would be nice. So like that can just kill a rat. That can kill the boar between you guys. And then we'll show this off because we're almost certainly, tutorial does not alter gameplay. Yeah, so that you're not on a tutorial run. That's cool. It's just like the pop-ups are happening while you're playing just a standard run. It's gonna be different for everyone. I like that. So this will kill a rat. 2 damage first, and then this, and just as like a reminder, you know, if we play things out of order. Oh no, I forgot that has to be removed. You know, the undo. We have infinite undo. Up to the point of the rerolls. We cannot, you know, if we undo everything. Well, just for the sake of showing it off, we use our last reroll. Like, we're stuck with that. That's funny. It's the same thing. We cannot undo past that. Okay. And then we're almost certainly going to see you try to run away. Yeah! Rat is trying to flee. Will you let them escape? Yes or no? Enemies will try to flee if they think the fight's hopeless. There is no gameplay benefit. It doesn't matter whether we let them run away or not. The fight's over. Ooh, a troll. So, soldier. 3 damage, 3 damage, 2 and 2. Just like a straight upgrade to the fighter, which is cool. Or we could replace our buckle with a guardian. So that's cool. That's shield 3 and then engage. Does double the number of pips if it's targeting somebody who currently has full HP. So if somebody has full HP and we want to save them, we could just throw 6 shielding on them, which is sweet. And then this is 2 shield cleave, so 6 total but spread across 3 people. And then he has a cleavy stabber. The Guardian is not bad. The Soldier is really good because that's just like a flat damage upgrade 2/3 of the time. I'm going to take the Soldier. So the Troll is kind of nasty. Is this a boss? Are we in fight 4? We are in fight 4. It is a boss. It's like a mini boss. 15 HP. The little, whatever that symbol is, blood drop vial thing, means that he regens 1 hit point at the end of every turn, which is kind of annoying. 3 different types of attacks. So Stompy Stomp, which hits everybody for 2. I wish we had taken the shield guy. I guess I could have looked at the troll first, but the club just cleaves, so it'll only hit 3 people, but it hits really hard for those people. And then the worst one is the poison. It cleaves, does 1 damage, and also inflicts 1 poison on everybody that it hits. I'm sure we're going to see that. It is very obnoxious. So because of the high potential damage output here, I would love to get as much shielding as possible on our people. Boy, is that not gonna... Oh, that's useless. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You two are awful. So if we can get its health low enough, we could stun it. That would be cool. That's gonna be like a good way to try to control the poison. But we can't do that. And also, like, it's even harder to do now because you just lost HP. Oy. I would love to prevent our thief from dying. What do you have? 1, 2, or 3 shielding? Any of those would be great. Perfect. Alright, so damage, damage, damage. Let's do it like that. So can we do 6 damage in 1 turn? Look at that, and he's not even going to poison us. That's sweet. Yes, yes we can. And you guys are just useless again. Oh. Cool. First boss, we did it. We've unlocked red heroes and blue heroes. Normally, how do I put this? I don't know what the new normal is because the game just got a huge update, but traditionally, when you do like a standard run, you would get one of each color. So you'd get an orange, a yellow, a gray, a red, and a blue. So this is a little unusual for me to see. So 2 tier 2 items. These are not bad. So set your middle side, you know, probably the second best side for most of your heroes. Set it to be heal 3 and also grant 3 max HP when you do that. So you can heal somebody who's at full health and give them 3 new full hit points. So like this is not bad. And then the worn arms are also not bad. 2 damage on top and 2 shielding on the bottom. 2 damage on top, 2 shielding on the bottom. So like we could give that to our thief and just give him, you know, literally 1 extra chance to do damage. We could give it to the defender. He would only have a 1 in 6 chance of doing damage, but it'd be twice as much damage. That's twice as good. Anybody who's middle I want to replace? Not really. So I think we're going to take the worn arms. Thief is just like a flat upgrade because it's replacing blank side. So I will take that. And we'll put it on the thief. And we may end up, you know, leveling you up or evolving you to your next tier of Pokemon, but, you know, we'll deal with that if and when it happens. So, new creature here, the Militia. If an enemy that I'm targeting gets 5 or more shields, I flee. And he does a lot of damage. He does 4 damage always, no matter what. That's kind of cool. This is new. So what do we got? Well, we can we can put 4 shielding on somebody, just right out the gate. That's cool. And then we want to kill 1 goblin. So can we do 5 damage? Yes. So who are you targeting? Targeting the top. Okay. So if we could get 1 more shielding from you, which, you know, we have a 50-50 chance to get. 50-50? Yeah, then that's it. So the militia's gonna run away. And the other goblin's gonna run away. Perfect. Alpha strike. Win a fight on the first turn. Hell yeah. Ooh, okay. So I think the warden is just like a straight upgrade for the defender. Similar to the soldier over, I already forgot who we had earlier, the fighter or something. Ranger is really good. So all in on ranged damage, which is very useful. The golden one is engaged, so it'll do double damage if it's hitting something that has full HP. That's really good. So 4 damage, 2 damage, and then this is a cleave. So only 1 damage, but hits 3 things. This is really good. I really like the ranger. So you... Yeah, we'll put that on the buckle, just because you have the least HP. And that's fine. And we have another option to get, like, more consistent shielding out of you. So, snakes are nasty. They do a lot of poison. That's all they do. They only do poison. So, like, we'll take 1 damage and 1 poison. So you're just going to take 6 damage if we don't manage to kill a snake. So we really need to kill at least one of these snakes. The shield will block the damage, but it won't have any effect on the poison. So that's a bit of a problem. Like the pristine would be nice. This is... No, you have such a high chance of generating more shielding too. Yeah, we'll just re-roll all these. That's good. That's fine. That'll let us kill a snake. Hey, and we got the damage. What are the odds? So we're gonna do that. It doesn't matter which of the snakes we kill because they're all just targeting the same guy. So the other thing about the poison is it is permanent. It will last the entire rest of the fight. There is a cleanse effect on like shields and healing. We don't have access to any of that, obviously, but that would, in theory, be able to remove poison. Otherwise, like healing, we could maybe just try to like out-heal the poison or put regen on somebody. Again, we don't have any of those things. So the best way to deal with this situation is kill the snakes. just out. Oh no. Out damage them. I don't know why I'm saying oh no, like we lost. We did not. We won. I didn't do the math in my brain. Ooh. These are cool. Wrist blade. Replace all blank sides on a hero with do 1 damage, but you can double use it, so we can do 1 damage twice. The downside is there are things that like enemies that reflect damage and things that'll cause effects when they get hit. So you know this is not like pure upside. That's really good though. +1 pip to all basic damage sides. Like that would be really good on the soldier. I don't think it would affect these because I don't think these are basic damage. I think basic means only like no keywords. But that'd be really good on the soldier. Wait, what? Tutorial. Tier 3 items are about 3 times as good as Tier 1 items. That's true. The items get like crazy good as we climb through the game. So, Slimer, when we break this pip here, he's going to split off into a smaller slime. Not split off, he's going to summon a smaller slime. He's still going to exist. The ogre is really nasty. Whenever we break these yellow pips, it just does +1 damage for the rest of the fight. So we're going to want to like probably kill the Slimer first and then burn the ogre down as soon as possible. Like try to just do as much damage as we can in one turn. Ogre has a cleave on the swords, and then the foot stomp just does 1 damage to everybody. But again, it could be 3 damage to everybody, so we just got to be careful. Slimer does a 2 damage cleave, and then does 3 damage that only hits the top and bottom heroes. So obnoxious. Oh, obnoxious enemy. Well, I don't like seeing not damage. That's damage. Okay. If we had gotten the 2 damage on the defender, we could just burn down the ogre in 1 turn. That would have been amazing. That would have been so good. As it is... Yeah, at the risk of wasting one of our damage points, that's fine. That's fine. And then we have a tiny little slime, little slimy boy. 3. Do I want these? Hang on. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Man, if we can get engage on the ranger, that would have been sweet. I'm not gonna reroll for that. That seems like psychotic for me. Oh, you know what? Alright, yeah, let's risk it. Let's go for it. They're not gonna be able to like kill us in one go. I want to see if we can take out the ogre in 1 turn. So that's 6 damage. So this would be 8. So if we get damage on you, that'd be 9-10. Or if we get damage on you, that'd be 9-10. The other option would be to stun him. Just do a lot of damage and stun. Well, neither of those happened. Shoot. So we'll take out the slimelet. The question is, what do we do about the ogre? I think we're just gonna not use the big beefy 4. Let's do it. We're not gonna die in this turn. There's nobody else. We're fine. If we were at a harder fight and there were more enemies or something, if it was riskier, then that'd be a different story. But ooh, the pilgrim is new. That's weird. So the armor is pretty straightforward. Cleaving shield, big shield, heavy axe for 3 damage. This is sweet. Smith. So you give somebody 1 shield and +1 to any of their dice sides that does damage or shielding. Like +1 to the stun would not make sense. So man, doing 2 damage cleaved or doing 3 damage doubled to 6 on a thing, that'd be cool. That's neat. I like the armor. It's fun to get those sides. But the pilgrim is new. So this is reroll, or this is he spends his dice to let somebody else do theirs again. So we could do like 4 damage with the soldier, and then use this to unlock that and do it again. So like that's really, really powerful. This is just somebody can't die. They can't fall below 1 HP. These are stuns, which is sweet. And this is add self-shield to target sides this turn. So whatever they do, they also shield themselves for that much. So it wouldn't affect his self-shield sides. They already have that keyword. But like it would affect the soldier or the ranger or the defender. The defender having like shield, self-shield, so you can put like a shield on somebody else and get the same amount yourself. Like that's pretty cool. I think the other sides are way more interesting. Yeah, let's go for the pilgrim. That's cool. Who do we want to shield and keep alive? Probably the pilgrim, because there's a good chance he's going to be stunning things if we can keep his HP high enough. Not the slime queen, who is a boss. Note the giant boss-sized thing. This is like an actual boss. Like the troll that we fought earlier was like maybe a mini boss, just like a tough enemy. This is like a boss. Yeah. So, jeez, bite for 9 damage, 4 damage or 3 damage as a cleave, or the 5 damage to the top and bottom. That's a lot. And then when these pluses, these HP pips are broken, when we do that damage, she summons a like regular slime enemy. So that also sucks a lot. It was very bad. 3 damage heavy, so we could give you 3 shielding on that. We could provide another 3 shielding, so that'd be 6. Jeez, that's so much damage. And dying is not the worst thing in the world. It can lead to like a death spiral. But it's not usually that bad. So you have I feel like they changed you. I feel like it used to be 50-50 whether you attacked or not. Now it's 2/3 attacks, which is probably for the better. Yeah. If we could get engage, that would be amazing. I kind of do want to fish for that side. That's good. That's a bummer. We do genuinely want to just burn down the slime queen as quickly as we can. Like, this is kind of a nasty fight. Okay, that's probably ideal. If we could, we don't have any way of doing like 5 damage. So in theory, if we could do 5 damage in a single hit, it would just kill her and not even trigger that, I believe. Man, that is so much damage. Just, sure. Also, her health is low enough that we could just stun her and focus on the Slimer instead. That's interesting. So if we take the cleave, hit all 3 of you for 1, it'll kill the Slimelet, so like we don't have to worry about the brute taking any damage. You would only have 4, so I want to reroll this and try to get the 4. The self-shielding is not bad. Nah, let's just re-roll everything. We gotta deal with the Slimer. Because he's gonna kill 2 people. I don't want that. Like, this'll save somebody. And the Pilgrim can almost certainly save somebody else. So we'll take that and kind of hedge our bets here. Not good. Hey, what do you know? So, that's all our rerolls. What do we do here? Well, let's start with this. Like, we have to kill the queen. It's kind of not even an option. So who do we want to let go again? Probably just the 3. Ugh. So if we do 3 damage, I guess that's okay. It just is one of the little slimes. We can just kill those. Like, they're kind of obnoxious, but it's not the end of the world. So that's 4 damage against the top guy if we want to do that. That's one of these guys dead. None of that's helpful. Equally not helpful. Yeah. Oh, and the slimelet's not doing anything. That's sweet. So we'll kill you. Like, it's really not much, but... Oh, and also it doesn't even matter because we're just going to kill you. That's what I get for, like, not actually doing the math. Not paying that close of attention. Just give me 2 damage on 2 different things, please. Give me damage, please. Anybody? There we go. Look at that. Sheesh. Beat level 8. Unlock a new mode. Shortcut. Okay, so Bones and Wiz are both new. So Bones, when it dies, he explodes and does 1 damage to everything that's next to the bones. Wiz is in the back row. Has some nasty things in there. But when this HP gets taken away, it gets stunned and just loses its turn. So that's pretty cool. Cracked Plate. -4 max HP. At the start of each turn, self-shield 4. That's actually kind of cool. Demon's Eye. Add pain and +2 pips to the left side. So that would be funny to put on the Brute, because this would be 4 damage on this one. And then you'd take 4 shielding, and then the 4 damage, which would negate the 4 shielding. So it'd effectively just become a 4 damage side. That's okay if we want to go for, like, really hardcore damage on you. The Cracked Plate is pretty cool also. I don't know who we want to put it on. I don't think it matters. We'll just put it on the Ranger, who now only has 3 HP. It's weird because we don't have any healing. Again, usually you start with a healing hero, I guess, once you've done the tutorial. So with this, we can just kill a Bones. So, like, for example, if we kill this Bones, he will do 1 damage to the Wiz. The Cleave, we could, like, hit the Militia and then cleave and hit the Wiz and the other Bones. And so that'll break his concentration. I guess we didn't actually look at these things. So the Bat is a 2 damage to everybody. This nasty Swirl is Weaken. So it does 4 damage, and then, you know, however much damage it does, all of that person's dice that gets hit, like all the sides on that die, they all lose 4 for a turn. So he just effectively, like, takes somebody out of the equation for a turn, which is really annoying. Heal 3 to everybody, all the enemies. That's really annoying. And then summon 2 Bones. Very annoying. Obnoxious enemy. The other thing is we have a reset, so we could go, like, you know, cleave, reset, cleave again to take that pip away. So we got options. And if we do that, then the Bones would have taken 2, so then we could just, like, hit the Bones for another 1 damage and then save our 4 for something else. So, like, that's an interesting idea. But a cleave would only do, you know, 1, 2, 3 damage. whereas this just does 4 outright. So we're almost certainly going to want that. Like the reuse a dice thing is really, really good. Now, what do we do about you guys? Also, oh man, the other thing is like we could just roll for a ranged attack. Like if we just get the engage on the ranger, 4 damage to the whiz, kill the bones, and then they're both dead. Like that's so good. And then the militia's gonna hit that guy. So we need to give him 5 shielding. I don't know, like we maybe could. I don't know if it's worth it to go for that. I don't think that's likely to happen. That's kind of a bummer. Oh well. So... that's 4 less damage, so you're no longer in danger of just dying. This is still maybe kind of a problem, so we'll just kill this bones as well. Just the militia and the whiz. Stuns the whiz, so now we're really not taking much damage at all. And again, like, we can't hit him because he's in the back. And we gotta kill the militia so there's only 1 row. Or take out the whiz with ranged attacks. Hey, you're not doing damage. That's something. 3 and 3, so that's literally just enough to win the fight right there. So we'll just do 3 and 3. Easy peasy. Ooh, the monk is really cool. So, shield 2, cleanse. Hell yeah. So we could remove like poison. We could remove that number of pips. The thing you gotta get used to is like, the tooltip says reduce the target's negative effects by 2. Well, it's not really reducing it by 2, it's reducing it by number of pips. So if we could like, you know, increase the pips on this, it would remove more negative effects. But if somebody gets like 3 poison, we could remove 2 of that. If the whiz got its like 4 weaken on somebody, we could remove 2 of that. So, you know, very good. This is a good way of dealing with poison and dealing with petrify, which we have not seen yet, but I will be shocked if we make it to the 20th fight and don't see at least 1 basilisk. Those things are nasty, and they petrify a lot. So we're definitely going to take the monk here, but this is sweet. Redirect all damage and enemy effects from an ally onto me, the monk, and then also self-shield. So like if, you know, the spiker's going to punch our soldier, the monk could redirect that damage onto himself and then give himself 3 shielding. Really, really cool. And then repel. So provide 1 shielding on whoever you target, and then also that does 1 damage to all enemies that are attacking the target. So a cool way to just dish out a little extra damage and shield somebody. Like monk is really neat, so we're definitely gonna take you. Ooh, I didn't realize that we were at that point. Yeah, our tier 2 worn arms, we don't really have anybody to put them on right now. Which is fine. It's fine. Like, there's a case to be made that we're not really using the self-shield pilgrim sides. At least not using them effectively. That's fine. We'll just not have them. It's fine. It's fine. Your early items are usually not all that useful late into the game. So, Spiker and Fanatic. This is kind of a nasty fight. Fanatic does huge damage. Like 8, 8, 6, 6, 4, 4, 4, 6, 8. Huge damage, but he has pain on everything. So it's literally just like a can we weather the storm type of fight against Fanatics. Because he'll just eventually kill himself. Like, he's just gonna die. He's a lot of HP. He's just gonna die eventually. So we can kind of just ignore him, other than like we gotta shield and keep alive whoever he's targeting. The Spiker is nasty. Every time he gets hit with a melee attack, then that person takes 2 damage. and then he just like punches for 7 and then does 2 damage to everyone. Pretty nasty. Ranged attacks get around the on-hit effect, so that's good. I would love to be able to shield you. Oh, the other thing about the monk, this has the self-shield keyword, so adding the self-shield keyword with the pilgrim does nothing. Nothing at all. Yo. So we can do 4 damage to you. We can do 4 more damage. You're gonna take 2. And then we can just stun you so that you can't kill my brute. I like that a lot. We can put self-shielding on the soldier. So that'll eat the 2 damage that he's gonna take there. And then it kind of doesn't matter what you do. It kind of does. If we could get a repel and hit the fanatic, that'd be neat. That didn't happen. That's okay. That was just me being a derp. Thank goodness for the undo button. And then stun. Hell yeah. Oh, it feels so good. And then it doesn't matter what you do. So if I repel from the fanatic off the ranger onto you, you only block 3, you'll take a damage. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Didn't even need to use it. I just like clicking the buttons. So... So if we take the ranged cleave and hit, you know, whoever, then the fanatic will just kill himself. So then we just gotta focus on shielding for you. Let you live. It's not the worst thing in the world if you die, but I'd rather avoid it if possible. So we can stun the spiker. 2 shielding will literally just let you live, and that's fine. We can do this, that'll kill the fanatic. So then we need to be able to do 4 damage to the spiker, which we've got. So it doesn't matter, we win. We did it. Hooray. Good job, team. So you are going to do that, and then we do that. Now if we like stun the fanatic, he's not doing the pain damage to himself, so he's not going to die. So we don't want to do that. Health is a resource. Interesting. Cracked wheel. Add sticky to all sides, but get +1 reroll. So we put this on a hero. That hero, they roll their dice once and can never roll again, but everybody else gets an extra reroll. That's really cool. Fearless. +1 to your max HP and replace the rightmost side with a stun. Yo, that would go hard on any of these guys. That would be sweet. That's a cat walking across the desk. Sorry for all the weird audio issues and random sounds in the background. I don't currently have any audio or like video editing stuff. So whatever you hear, whatever's going on, that's just what's gonna happen. So I would love to get like a random item as well, but we'll take Fearless. Like, that's really, really good. Who are we re-rolling a lot? Probably the Brute. Oh, that's cool. It shows like a little breakdown of our items. Okay. Slimers we have seen before. Zambi. If we can do 4 damage in a single hit, he just dies. So this is all about the soldier. So you're hitting those 3 in the middle, and then you're hitting the 2 on the outside. So repel is kind of not super valuable because it would only do 1 damage to one of these guys. But also it's like your only way to do damage. I don't know. I'm okay re-rolling you. I'm okay stunning one of the Slimers. They're both doing 6 damage total, so it doesn't matter which one we hit. Man, I know the odds are so low, but like, if we got the engage shot, and we got one of the heavy hits here, that'd be 4 and 3 would be 7. We could just kill one of these Slimers outright. That would be so good. I don't mind fishing for something like that on any of these guys. It doesn't matter what we get on. Oh. It doesn't matter what we get. I was in the middle of saying as we rolled a blank. Tutorial. Enemies target randomly, but prefer targets who are not already dying. Yeah, they're not all gonna like gang up on somebody who's already gonna die this turn. They're gonna try to spread the damage a bit. So, zombie is dead. Oof. And 3 damage is gonna like... It's gonna spawn a Slimelet. So, do we want to do 1 more damage to you, or do we want to do 1 damage to this guy? Probably 1 damage to the other guy. Oh, who we could also... No, we stun you. Yeah. And then we give you 1 shielding for your stun. I'm trying to like maximize the HP on the Brute and the Pilgrim so that we can get more value from their stuns. It doesn't really matter this early on in the run, but a good habit to be in. So that kills the middle Slimer. Doesn't quite kill you. That'll kill Slimelet. So we need 3 more damage. Which we don't really have unless we get like the reroll from the Pilgrim. Which we got. Hell yeah. Hey, nice shot. I like when the heroes talk to each other. Oh, and it doesn't end the fight because there's a Slimelet still. Dang it. Oh, never mind. He ran away. Hell yeah. Hey, we got a Ludus. Holy moly. Ludus is sweet. Do we want to give up all of our ranged damage? Kind of. I mean, look at it. So the Ludus does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 damage. Roll a d6. You do that much damage. That's very good. That's a lot of damage. And now he does 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 damage. Haha. I don't care about that. Cracked plate. I guess we also give that to the... Oh man, 2 HP is spooky. No, if he gets poisoned, he's... we're fighting the Plague? Or the Rotten? This is probably okay. So, we're at another boss. This guy's nasty. So all heroes get -1 to their max HP at the end of each turn. And you can't go below 1. And then he does a 6 damage bite against whoever has the most HP. Yuck. He can summon an imp. Gross. He can poison in a cleave. That's awful. If he poisons our Ludus, I guess we're kind of done, actually. Now that I'm, like, looking at this, we're in a lot of trouble if that happens. So maybe we remove the cracked plate just for this one fight. Or, no, we'll put on somebody who has HP. Not you, because you have a stun. I guess, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. The extra shielding might also help for, like, enabling redirect plays with the monk. So, second most damage we could do with the Ludus? Yes. Man, like, getting the, like, reuse a dice on the Pilgrim is so much more valuable now that we have the Ludus. Because that's an insane amount of damage we could do. What do we do? If we can kill this Bones, which, I mean, like, we can, but if we kill this Bones, this guy drops to 3. So getting, like, a 3 damage hit on you would be irrelevant because it has to hit the Rotten, so never mind. We could stun a Bones. Do we want to do that? Maybe. And you only do 3 now, you don't do 4. We can't one-shot anything with you. I gotta remember that. It's way better served on the Ludus, though. Oh, if we get the repel, that'd be good. Oh man, this is dicey. No pun intended. Okay, that's useless. You can stun somebody, so that's probably fine. How much damage are you taking? 8. So we could repel, or sorry, we could redirect. Ugh. Why was that so much more damage? That's 8. You would have 7 shield? Why are you taking so much damage? It redirects everyone! No, you're already taking this 4. Oh. Okay, I was very confused. Okay, now I understand. Man, this is rough. So we just like have to burn down the Rotten. Like we have to kill this boss. Him lowering our max HP is just very, very nasty. Man, but you still have the stun. I think we do that. I think we stun one of these. They're all doing 4 damage, so it doesn't matter which one we stun. And then we shield you. Which is like such a not good turn, but whatever. Ugh. So Imp has been changed. Wow. So on hits, returns 1 damage. Little poison chomp does 1 poison. What the hell is this? Deal 8 damage and then die? So he has like a self-destruct? That's new. I've never seen that. So if the monk repels on himself, okay, that's so much damage. The repel is good. We got to keep the Ludus alive. And the monk. Ideally, we'd keep everyone alive. Like, you can just kind of tank that chomp. That's fine. You can just tank the... No. Let's keep a stun and re-roll this in the hopes that we get the reuse dice. The self-shielding is also really good. That would keep the Ludus alive. I'm fine with that. Okay, so the boss has 10 HP left. Now that's interesting. Stun an enemy with 20 or more max HP. That's sweet. Wand of Stun. Stun an enemy, single use. That's cool. Yeah, I don't like how low our monk is getting, but we can just stun the rotten. Like, we can just stun the boss now. That is a lot of dying people. Not a fan of that. 2 of them are dying, 2 poison though, so if we stun the boss, that's not an issue. So we'll take that. Man, we're getting such good rolls on the Ludus. We'll take that. The imp is self-destructing. So if we could just, like, weather the storm of that much damage, then we are fine. It'll just die. We don't have to worry about it. The question now is, can we do that? Yes, with the cleanse shielding. Hey, so you're gonna stun the boss. You're gonna hit the boss. He has 8 HP. We're not. You're not gonna do that. Oh man, maybe that stun is still useful though. Yeah, we'll keep the stun. Stun one of the bones. Keep our brute alive. Okay. We have a game plan. Y'all are gonna kill the boss. If we could get the 3 damage on this, we could kill one of these bones, which would be cool. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So... kind of doesn't matter. You're definitely doing that. You're definitely doing that. Doesn't really matter which one of those we hit, I think. The stuns are also irrelevant because there's just not much left for us to fight. Like, we're at the tail end of the fight here. Okay. Yeah. All very good. Yeah. Phew, we did it. That was kind of nasty. I am worried about our final boss fight when we get there. So, Ocular Amulet. +1 to the leftmost side. Cauldron. Add right and +1 pip to the middle side. I think right might be new. It gets... So the middle would get +1 for any ally that we're not using. And that, quote-unquote, like, uses the ally. Interesting. So this would let us, like, make use of blank sides, for example. Or, like, when we get the, like, the Pilgrim's death prevention side or something, and we have no use for it. That's really cool. Middle side, so we could put it, like, here. +1 pip to the left side. I mean, like, that's just universally good. Swap 2 items on a hero. Yeah. Did we do it? We did it. Okay. Man. Like, 8 damage 1 in 6 times. That's, like, it seems really cool, but that's just unlikely to happen. So I'm not too worried about that. The chance of getting a triple, like a 3-pip cleanse, actually might be important as we go. 4 damage on you or 3 damage on you would be good. Yeah, I think the monk gets it. I think the monk just gets it. And we're going to leave the shieldy thing on the monk. I like that. So what do we have now? Snipers. They're upgraded archers. They are nasty. Back row. 5 damage or 4 damage to whoever has the least HP. And then gnolls are really, really nasty. They just have armor. They just take 1 less damage from everything that hits them. So we've seen the axe. We know what that does. It just targets whoever has the most HP. But the giant sword, 6 damage and exert. So exert means like you're doing extra damage now, but then you get nothing next turn. Your whole dice is just blank next turn. So the gnolls are kind of a tough customer. Because we either need to hit them with 4 in one go to kill one, which we've got right there. And again, so never mind, we're fine. What was I even talking about? 2 people targeting the Ludus. Repel would do nothing on the gnoll. So 2 and 1. So we could kill all 3 gnolls. So then you're doing 5 to the Ludus and you're doing 5 down here, which is fine. We could tank both of those, so it doesn't really matter what you get. Yeah, that's fine. So, that's a dead gnoll. That's a dead gnoll. That's a dead gnoll. And then I guess just keep the Ludus alive. He's the most likely to kill these guys. It doesn't matter, they only have 3 HP. Yeah. Just massively overkill that guy. Okay. The eccentric is really, really neat. Oh man, we're fighting basilisks. Those are awful. Those are the worst. This is like probably my least favorite non-boss enemy in the game. So stoic. A stun. 3 different redirects, a 3, a 2, and a 1. Like, the 1's kind of useless. The 2 is, like, not great. The 3 is really good. I mean, the 3 is what the monk has by default. And then 2 damage and self-shield. Like, that's not bad. That's a pretty good guy. But the eccentric is really cool because his valuable stuff is in the least valuable slots. And the valuable spots are empty. So this is one of like the very rare heroes who could actually holy cow, the stoic has 15 health. I just saw that. That's so much HP. The eccentric is one of the rare heroes who can make use of the things that are like, you know, replace the left or middle side, that sort of thing. And then, yeah. So, like the tier 1, 2, and 3 items, this is when they would kind of, you know, maybe become useful again. Man, that's stoic. So 50-50 of you're either doing 4 damage, or, you know, 4 and then 4 to the guy below. Or you're doing nothing. That's awful. Man, the stoic is really cool. Pilgrim is so neat though because of the reuse of dice. Or we could just take a random level up. The random level up button is new, as I've kind of mentioned a bit. I don't know if it's random like literally any of these guys that could in theory be promoted up tier 3, if it could affect any of them. I don't know. We'll have to test that at some point, but I'm going to take the stoic. The stoic is really good. Turn 1 shielding, yeah, that's fine. And then this is just bad. It's just not good at this point in the game. Man, that's so much HP. And he's a stun. Like, oh, that's very good. He could just stun a basilisk outright. So, bandit. These are poison sides. Does a lot of damage. Flees if an adjacent monster is overkilled by at least 2. That's very good if we can actually swing it. But the basilisk, so 2 damage and a cleave, 2 poison damage to somebody, nasty. 1 damage, weaken, so lower the pips by 1, and it cleaves, so it'll weaken 3 people. But the worst effect is on hit, turn the attacking side to stone. So if our Ludus does the big hit for 7, bam, this guy will take 7 damage, and then this one side gets turned to stone. It is deleted. It is a 0. It is nothing for the rest of the fight. We can cleanse it with the monk. But like, oof, that is rough. That'll just shut you down for, you know, like it'll shut you down real quick if you don't have like big damage numbers, because you could just in theory burn all of your damage sides and, you know, not kill the basilisks. So it's very scary. So if we could stun the basilisks or something, that'd be neat. They do a lot of damage. The bandit's gonna poison somebody. So what do we got? We're in the top half. I mean, I'll keep that. 5 is not the most, but it's good. So in theory, we could go like 5 and 3 and like kill the bandit. If we use... Man, if there was a way to like overkill one of the basilisks, that'd be good. So what is that? 8, 9, 10, 11. So 5, 10, 11. So if we could hit for 3... which we don't have. Man, if we got... if we keep this, if we get a repel here... Oh. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna do it. If we get a repel, we can just kill the basilisk in one turn with overkill damage. $14. He is... No, we can't. It's not enough. It's not enough. We'd have to reroll the Ludus for a higher amount also. Oh, this is risky. Never mind. Risky? What? No, I'm the best. And then, like, we'll just... This is so stupid. I can't believe we got this. Okay. The problem is we're burning a lot of our damage sides to make this happen, but that's okay, because this is very cool. Have to do this one first because it has to target whoever's the most HP, so if we hit one basilisk, then he could only target the other one. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do this. Yes, it's so good. And then we have the cleansing shield. So we can remove petrified from anybody. Who do we want to remove it from? Probably the Ludus. Maybe the soldier? But like, why wouldn't you do the Ludus? We also could have like healed the soldier, because then that also would have prevented the damage. But like, come on now. The stun would be okay to get on you. Actually, I want the cleanse on you, so we'll do this. You can redirect and take somebody else's damage. That's fine. I mean, like the 2 is something. 7, so we'd have to do 5 damage to you. There's 2, so we'd have to do at least 3. So the stun could be useful. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. If it's the 2, I'm gonna cry. It's not the 2, thank goodness. I guess another thing to note is like, you know, the petrify happens when we hit the basilisk, and then we can cleanse it off. But it also goes the other way around. So you can like pre-apply the cleanse and then hit. And so the cleanse, like it's quote unquote all the same turn, so it all kind of happens at the same time. Yeah, this is good. Can we do 6 damage in 1 turn? Yes. Yes, we can. Oh, jeez. Alright, this is gonna be a tough fight. It's just, we're towards the end, last 5 fights, like, they're all gonna be tough fights. So, I don't know why I'm saying that. So, adds decay and +1 pip to all sides. So, all your sides are +1 better. But when you use one of those sides, it gets -1 for the rest of the fight. Man, I don't know. That might be worth it on, like, the Ludus. +1 pip to all shield or self-shield sides. So that would affect everything on the Stoic except for the stun. Same with the Monk. Like, those are both really good. This would actually make our Stoic, like, a lot more useful, in my opinion. So we'll do that. Okay, so what do we got? A Caw and a Hydra. Caw does a crap ton of damage. 7 or 3 in a cleave. And then he's in the front row, but the first time he takes damage in a turn, he moves to the back row. Hydra just has a crap ton of health. Cleaving damage. 10 big chompy damage, 2 weakening in a cleave. If he gets hit 5 times in a single turn, it dies. So like, yeah. So everyone would have to hit him with damage. All 5 of our heroes. That's spicy. That's gonna be tough to do. And then y'all are hitting different people. Oy. I'm like, that's good. This redirect is really nice. Man, what are we going for? It's unlikely we're going to be able to kill the Caw in 1 hit. Do I gamble on that? No, I think we play a little conservative here. So you can redirect and take somebody's damage. That's fine. Golden D6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A tier 14 item. I don't know how to get items that high. That's cool. I guess we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. I didn't even notice that. That's sweet. I've never seen that before. So if we take this, you can only hit the Hydra because it has a stupid amount of health. Here's the thing, like, if we reroll the Stoic into a damage side, we could just kill the Hydra. We just kill it. Our soldier would die. But, like, man, that'd be cool. Oh, and I should have kept the brute. Well. Never mind. But that's good. So I think we just hit the Caw really hard, because then we can just kill it next turn. Yeah, that's fine. We can maybe kill the Hydra from hitting it 5 times. Maybe, but probably not. I think we're just going to have to damage it. That's fine. You'll kill the Caw. What can we get from you guys? Great. Man, that Stoic has so much HP. That's cool. And then we only got to do 5 more damage total to the Hydra, which should be easy to get. Good enough. 15 fights. We've unlocked a new feature. Ooh, alternate random items. Okay, so Spider Boss. Spiders bite and do poison. Tarantus is nasty. What does he have? 25 HP. When we break that one right there, the 10th HP, he just eats our top person. They're dead. They're gone forever for this fight. 12 damage chomps. Summon 3 more spiders. Do 3 damage, also 3 poison, and 3 weaken. Like, that's nasty. This guy is just nasty. Yo, these are interesting. I think we're going to take the leader. I think the leader is new. Stalwart might also be new. Man, I don't even remember. I played the hell out of this game for like a year, and then I just haven't played it for the last couple months. Been busy with other things. The Stalwart gives us 2 different cleanses. Cleaving Shield, a shield for 2 that can be used twice, and then 5 damage, but then you can't do anything next turn. Like the extra cleanse seems really, really, really good. And the shielding seems like it might be important just because this guy's going to do a lot of damage to us. The leader, 3 damage, 3 damage. This is the smithing thing again, but it's 2. So give somebody 2 shields and then +2 to all of their damage and or shield sides. Obviously reuse a dice. Really, really strong. 2 damage and duplicate. So if he uses this middle face, all of our other heroes, like, their dice turn into this 2 damage. So like if we roll like a blank on the monk, or 2 damage is as low as it goes for you, but like if we roll like shielding or something on somebody and we want them to do damage instead, like that's really powerful. Ooh, but I think we have to take the Stalwart. Like that's so good. So what do we do here? Like that. Honestly, I think just the same thing. Like that's really good. Getting a 4 cleanse on that. There's an option to bypass achievements and unlock everything. Yeah, that's very cool. I appreciate when games do that. Because there might be a point where, like, you know, I've played this a lot and I'm just struggling to unlock a few things and like, hey, you know what, let's just get those so I can play with them. I think that's cool. So, the Stoic is getting stung and that's awful. That's a lot of damage. I mean, like, that's 10 damage. You'd be down to 15. Literally, we could just stun Tarantus. That's insane. That is wild. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I kind of want this just to cleanse the poison from the spider. And then if you could do more damage, that'd be great. If you could do some damage, that'd be great. Hey. So, that's good. That's unbelievably good. That's like... That seems unfair. Stoic is very, very, very good. Man, I want to kill Tarantus as soon as possible, but like we got to kill these little spiders as well. So if we can just get more stuns on the Stoic, like... That's kind of what we're fishing for, I think. I mean, like, summoning more spiders is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Five damage from the Ludus, that's pretty good. Here's the thing, we're gonna lose our soldier if we do this. Or when we do this. I mean, like, that's probably fine. Shield the Stoic for 4. They're all targeting him? No. Not all. I mean, like, doesn't matter. Rip soldier. Oops. Lose a hero during your turn. Whoops. I mean... It's literally just bound to happen when you're fighting Tarantus. Unless he's like poisoned, I guess, but come on. So this is where things get a little spooky against this boss, because Holy moly, that's so many little spiders, and we are down a hero. So that's annoying. So what is that, 7 HP? Man, like, we have to, right? If we could get this on the Ludus, that'd be sweet. So you're fine. Man, if we can kill Tarantus, the Ludus lives. So then the question is, can we keep the Stalwart alive? And yes, literally any of his shield options will keep him alive. Or even the damage option, because he could just kill one of the spiders. So we can just reroll you. I don't want the damage option though. That's the one I don't want. Yeah, I want the cleave even less though. Whatever, it's fine. So have to. Nope. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does, because we can kill a spider. And just having fewer enemies in general is going to be good. So even though the spider's doing 1 damage and all the shield is blocking it, the Stoic is still going to get poisoned. So he's still going to take 1 damage every turn for the rest of forever. For this fight. So 4, that's fine. That's a dead thing, that's a dead thing. I would love to get like a redirect on you. And I guess it doesn't matter what we get on the Brute. It does, because if we get a stun... Hey, there we go. So... if we kill the Poison Boy, then like the Stalwart is very alive for a while. And also, he's exerted, so he just doesn't do anything next turn. You can kill anybody. So the people targeting the Brute doesn't matter because now it's all on the Stoic. So this one or this one. So like just stun that guy and then kill that one. Perfect. Now it's just cleanup. Easy peasy. And then what is this? Fight 16? Ugh. So we're on the final stretch. The final bosses are nasty. We kind of just need to like desperately hope that we're not going to fight Hexia, because that is the nastiest of nasty bosses. Oh, they're all doing poison. I was like, wait, did I just kill one that's not doing poison? Let's kill the one that is doing poison. Nope, they all are. Yeah. Replace all sides with the hero above's basic sides. What? So we could like turn our soldier into another Stoic. Or turn our Stalwart into another Ludus. Oh man, that'd be good. And rainbow to the middle side. +1 pip for each keyword on the side. So that'd be +1. That'd be +1. +1. That's it. I mean, like, they're both really, really cool, but not for our build currently. Okay. Alright. +2 on the 2 right sides. So it'd be good on the Stoic. Be okay on the Stalwart. I hate using the Exert side, but I think you're the winner, because 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, like, you just do so much damage now, guaranteed. That's unbelievable. And then self-shield 2, but only for the first turn. I guess you're the obvious candidate because you're at half HP. So, That's what the tutorial thing must have said. When somebody dies, they come back in the next round and they have exactly half HP. And it doesn't matter if they died and got revived, because some heroes have like revive abilities. They just have half HP. Doesn't matter. Kind of annoying, and you can very easily get into like a death spiral where a couple heroes die, therefore they're more vulnerable in the next fight, which is a harder fight, so they die again. Maybe you lose somebody else. Now most of your heroes at half HP. If you don't have enough like healing, or you're just getting unlucky rolls and can't heal them all up, like it can very, very easily spiral out of control. So you got to be really careful about that. But we're fine. So Spiker, Troll, Zombie, we've seen all of them before. We're going to try to keep the soldier alive. Boy, are you not making that easy. So like 4 or more, doesn't matter how much more, like we'll kill the zombie. And then that's 2 less damage that you 3 are taking. The troll is going to be kind of annoying to deal with, so is the spiker. This is on the brute, who has 9 HP. So if we could do like... if we could do like 5 damage to the spiker, then we could stun him. So that'll keep the soldier alive. Yeah, like it's probably worth you just doing any damage to the troll. So zombie's dead, spiker's stunned. Honestly, you have 2 shielding, so maybe you could just hit the spiker. So the redirect is kind of pointless, except that you could redirect off the Ludus. Yeah, maybe it's not so pointless. So like if we do that, yeah, it's fine. Keeping everyone at fairly high HP. 4 is the lowest that you can do. So we definitely go for something higher if we can. That's good. Like, we're not taking a lethal amount of damage, so that's probably fine. That's good. So you have 14. We could do 9. So if we can get more damage. So much damage. Oh, I love seeing the big numbers on the Ludus. Ludus is so much fun. I'm so happy that we got the Ludus on this run. So that's 7. So we still have to hit you with all 3, which is kind of a bummer. But you know what? Nope. You know what? Thanks, game. I have done lots of undos, which is good. Undos are good. Undos are our friend. Okay, Spiker is annoying. 5 damage, 3 damage, so that's it, we win. Kill 2 trolls, we unlock the Troll's Nose. Tier 4 item, start the fight with a regen. That's really good. 2 zombies, those are, you know, we can deal with those. Or rather, the Ludus can deal with those. Nobody else really can. The Cause really obnoxious, because that's going to mess with our ability to hit the snipers. And then the snipers are awful. Well, this is interesting. Barbarian is really good if you have some way of healing them, which we do not. Or if you have just like a obscene amount of shielding you could put on him to keep him alive, because that's 3 pain sides, 4, 6, 8. That's insane. 2 damage and Bloodlust. Bloodlust is really cool. For every enemy that has taken damage and is not at max HP, you gain 1 extra pip on this side. That's very cool. This is, this would have gone well with like the Pilgrim. Pilgrim could say, hey, you're not allowed to die this turn. And then guess what? 10 damage, kill yourself. Nope, you stay alive. Yeah, the death side is kind of nasty. What does the Brawler have? 2 damage, Rampage. If this kills somebody, then you can reuse it. That's very cool. 3 and self-shielding. And then 3 damage and Steel. So it does 3 damage. So it's like a shield bash. 3 damage plus extra damage for each shield that he has. So if we put like the self-shielding thing on you, like you're very, very strong. Obviously we're losing the stun if we take you, but like the Brawler is very good. Yo, we can just put the stun back on you. I forgot that was an item. That's cool. And then probably this. Because if he just always has 4 self-shielding on him, then that always does 7 damage. Minimum. Like, that's very, very, very good. Okay, this zombie is our primary target, so we'll just do that. We're not going to be hitting anybody for lethal damage anytime soon, so that's irrelevant. If we could get the other, like the big damage side on you, which is, you know, 1 in 6, but if we can get that, we could just kill the other zombie. That'd be very cool. Oh man, or we could kill the Caw. That's the most damage you can do. May as well keep it. Man. The redirect is really strong, so I think we keep that. And again, like if we can get that 5 damage, we could use that to kill a zombie. So here's the thing. No, you know what? 2 cleansing sides and a damage side. So we have a 50-50 chance on the stalwart with each roll that we'll find some way of preventing the poison from the other zombie. Either kill the zombie or cleanse it. And those are the things that I would like. The stun is interesting. Your max HP is garbage because you have the self-shielding thing. I just realized we have like an anti-synergy with our items there. Whoops. Just reroll. Hell yeah. I am the best to ever do it. We'll kill the Caw. Because we can just outright... Ew. We can just outright, like, block that. That's fine. And then... Do we want that? Like, you have so much HP, it's probably fine. The downside here is that, like, this 3 damage is kind of wasted. But whatever. It is what it is. So 4 to kill the zombie, 3 will kill one of the snipers, and then that'll kill the other sniper. Or damage to kill the zombie, and then damage to kill the sniper. You know, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. Yo, copy the left side onto the middle row. That's insane. Like, we're at the good stuff now. +2 to the top and bottom. Copy the left side across the whole middle row. That would be so good on the Brawler. That would be so good on the Brawler. That would be so good on the Ludus. Oh my gosh. And then we could put the Singularity somewhere else. Oh man, we got some good options here. So let's replace your 2 redirect with another stun. which also gives you more max HP and just makes you more effective at everything you do. I think we do it like that. Like, that's such a good combo. That is just like an absurdly good combo, because those are all 7 damage at a minimum. Like, a cleaving shield from the Stalwart could boost that. That's very good. The Ludus is already in like a really, really, really good spot. Like, we have raised his minimum damage so much. I like this. 2 Hydras is kind of nasty. Yeah, for exactly that reason. So 7 and 7, that's 14 damage. Can we get 6 more? Probably not. Like, 4 shielding on you is good, but it's not going to keep you alive. 8 shielding is like also really good. If we could get damage, we're so unlikely to get damage from the Stalwart. We can't really bank on that. So can we get 2 or get a 3 on you instead? That'd be good. So redirect. Man, that's so much damage. Okay, things are getting a little bit spooky. Rampage is interesting. Like, this side is normally very cool, but I've never had this cracked thingy, cracked plate. Like, that's cool. That's such a cool item. This has turned into a really neat run. So we can kill one of you, which will block all of the lethal damage. So I'm not too concerned about that. 4 is low. 3 is fine. Let's reroll everything. 3 is good. 5 is fine. That's so annoying. We rolled the same thing so many times. Okay. You guys need a little bit of shielding. You're fine. So, 10 more damage and this guy's toast. We got it. We're there. Phew. Alright, final boss. Hell yeah, it's the dragon. We might still lose, but we at least have more of a chance, in my opinion. Hexia is nasty. So Veteran, who I think is literally just a straight upgrade over the Soldier. 3, 3, 4, 4, 3 shield. I don't like the Exert. 7 is pretty good. But it's... And you have the 2 heavy sides. Yeah, we're not going to take the Bash. We'll take the Veteran. Veteran's fine. The Archer's annoying because we literally just cannot kill it. Like, it's just going to be there the entire fight because the Dragon's always in the front row. Dragon has 40 HP. We've seen Ka, we've seen Archer. So the Dragon can do 15 to somebody. Yikes. Whoever has the most HP. Rip to our poor Stoic. 5 damage to everybody when it breathes fire. Or it can spit out poison. 3 damage, poison, cleave. Ugh. Nasty fight. And there's that stupid Archer. And there's the stupid Ka. So we can kill the Ka. That's good. Like, we're not going to be stunning the Dragon anytime soon. We definitely want the cleave armor. We mostly want armor on our Veteran on the top. Like, we're not taking lethal damage. We need to shield people. We need to keep the Ludus alive. So that's good damage. That's probably fine. Keep the Ludus alive. It's fine. It's fine. Low roll on the Ludus, but our lowest roll is still, like, amazing. So I'm fine with that. I mean, doing 5 damage is better than doing nothing. So you're taking 1 extra damage, which is spooky, but keeping the Ludus alive, I think, is very important for this fight. Brawler, also, we want to keep him alive, but... Man. I don't know if this is lucky or unlucky that we keep getting the fireballs. So that's 7 more damage. So then you're down to just 20. Just. I mean, like, the self-shielding is pretty nice. We have no way of keeping our veteran alive. Like, you have to roll your own shield, please. That didn't happen. So we're going to lose the veteran, which is actually really annoying because that's a lot of damage. Everybody does a lot of damage at this point. Our stalwart is also probably on the way out, which is spooky. Ooh. We're just going to do 7 more damage. Oh, don't you do this to me. Alright. We did it. We win. We win. We did it. Hell yeah. Hey, we did it. Oh, Hexia wasn't even unlocked yet. We have to kill the dragon. I guess it makes sense because she does things when you use magic and we don't have access to magic. Alright, cool. We did it. So, we've unlocked the shortcut mode. We have easy, normal, and hard. Classic mode. There are so many modes. There's so many modes. Oof. That's going to be it for this video. We're going to just take a look at like some achievements and things. So, win on hard to unlock a new difficulty. Win 30 fights, win 45 fights, have a hero die 25 times, win 60 fights. We can see all the things we've unlocked so far, all 12 of them. We can look at the heroes. We're going to have access to the red and blue heroes. I'm excited about the green ones. I wonder what those are going to be, because that is brand new. Yeah, that'll be good. Monsters, again, I don't want to like scroll down and spoil anything. We've seen a lot. Items, there are so many items. There's like a comically large number of items. There's also, if we look at numbers, yeah. So we can see all of our stats. So we've undone 21 times. We've done no spells or healing because we didn't have access to those. Only 2 deaths so far, so we're going to need a lot more hero deaths to get the achievements for that. We've killed things, we've rolled lots of dice, we've won all 20 of our fights. 54 blanks have been rolled, crosses. Took a lot of damage, we blocked even more, that's good. So, yeah, there we go. Fun little game. You're probably going to see a little bit more of it. It's not like a, you know, long-term Let's Play or anything, because there's not really an endpoint for roguelike, but, you know, expect to see some more of it. I might stream some of it or something coming up soon. I don't know. Just felt like sharing this game. It's a very cool game, neat little indie game. You can get it on mobile. I have been mostly playing it on my tablet, but playing right now on desktop on Windows. It's on Steam, it's on itch.io, it's on like, you know, Apple Store, Google Play, all of the things. All of the things. It's a good game. So, yeah, expect to see more soon, and take care. Good night, good evening, whatever, and may the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.